So good morning everybody, myself Acharya Vishvendra. I was just discussing about the algorithm of the mind-brain system. Now you must have felt that you are continuously being influenced by your mind-brain system or the algorithms, and you are forced to act in a certain way, to think in a certain way that supports the belief system. And there are a long list of connected information. Let's elaborate this. Just do a thought experiment and ask yourself what you know about God. So you must be having certain information regarding God. That God is everything, God is everywhere, God is omnipresent, God is this, God is that. But whatever you are saying with respect to God, do you believe it or do you know it? Have you yourself felt the characters of the God which you are saying? Or you just store that information in your mind-brain system and are just retrieving that information regarding the belief systems. So that is the fundamental difference between believing and knowing. And today's time is dominated by marketing psychology, by the intelligent people who know how to train your subconscious mind and how to make you feel in a certain way and how to make you choose a particular option out of many possible options. These psychological tricks are used by the marketing companies to influence your decision and to use you as a guinea pig. You just do a thought experiment. Just observe the information that you are receiving through the social media, through WhatsApp, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest or YouTube. So don't you realize that they induces a certain emotional state in you in which your mind-brain system starts thinking in another way which is not known to you, but there is something inside you which even turns against you and without your consent explores or induces certain emotional states in you which compels you to do a certain specific task. So that is all psychologically designed to use you as a guinea pig. And if you want to grow in today's world, then the first thing that you need to do is get away from the belief system and develop an counter algorithm of knowing system to check the belief systems, to check every emotional conflict which arises in you, so that you are able to make better use of your time and energy. Because resources are limited and people are abundant. So everybody has developed a system of working in which they themselves focus on the knowing systems or the knowing algorithms and induce other people with the feelings and emotions that traps them in the belief system generated by that particular person. So it's very necessary to make sure that you have a counter mechanism of dealing with the belief systems so that you can survive in today's world. Let's take an example. Let's take example of education. Suppose there are 100 students in a class. Out of them, one student is topper from the above and another is topper from the below. You must have seen that the topper from above, he is very particular about things. He know what to do. He doesn't need very hard guidance by the teacher. Neither he listen much to the teacher. He just use teacher as a resource and achieve result, and his result speaks everything. And you must have realized that a topper from the top, teacher has a different attitude toward him. Every teacher want to make him in his good list, want to impress him, want to make an emotional bond with that topper student. Because he is intelligent, he has got a very high frequency mind-brain system and can check the belief system imparted by the teacher. So this is how things work. Whereas a teacher will try to guide the student from the bottom, he will try to control him, he will give him boring lectures that you should study, you should do this, you should do that, and will try to mentally control him. And the topper from the bottom has not that high frequency mind-brain system. So he will be trapped in the mind belief system designed by the teacher. Because in our country, there is a lot of focus on education. Everybody is talking big about education. There are advertisements, there are marks corresponding, which are approximately 100%, tending to 100% marks. But what is the output of that? Getting marks is an intermediary stage. What is use of those marks? What students have done using those high marks? What they have created using those high marks? Have they done something which is of substantial impact on the society? Have they developed a new vaccination? Have they developed a new operating system? Have they developed something which can give pleasure to the people, which can improve the quality of life of an ordinary person? So what they just do is that some of the students are able to get a job of, in millions of dollars. And that too is limited to a very few students, maybe in single digit students. So that hype, that commercialization, that marketing, that big branding, that entire melodramatic process of imparting education is just an acting, because it's not producing the result. There is no output with that process of education. So until and unless we are able to make education system on the basis of algorithms of the knowing system, nothing new will be created, and only certain people with the belief systems will be benefited. We'll talk to you in the next video.